This Thursday, March 24th, the Wings of Change update finally arrived in War Thunder, with tons of new vehicles, mechanics, graphics, and so on. This gameplay was my last recorded in the 2.13 update, and it will take me a while to find a great gameplay for the next episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to leave a like, share with your friends, or subscribe if you are not yet. And see you guys on the next video. See ya! Rank 6, Battle Rating 8.0, the Soviet Thoroughbred Horse. This is the T-55A. Its design start was derived from the nuclear test with its predecessor, the T-54. Basically, the T-54 could protect itself from nuclear weapons or nuclear effects more than 700 meters away from the site. To reverse this small distance, they then started to create a tank with the same traits but with better nuclear, biological and chemical protections, or in acronym NBC. In Russian is said Protivoatomnaya Zashita, in acronym PAZ or PAZ. The huge armor of the giant IS series and T-10 heavy tanks were replaced by a more compact tank with the same firepower and with a mobility totally unmatched by a heavy tank. The T-55 began to be the backbone of the Soviet Union in the early 60s. The most modernized version of the time for the T-54 tank didn't compare with the first versions of the T-55. After all, the T-54's 100mm D10T cannon could only support armor-piercing discarding sabot and high-explosive anti-tank fin-stabilized as high-damage ammunitions. The cannon that the T-55A uses, the 100mm D10T2S, carries the fastest armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot, or APF-SDS, of the battle rating 8.0 to 8.7, the 3BM-25. Its velocity exceeds 1400 meters per second, and also its cannon was equipped with cannon stabilization, more simply a two-plane stabilizer that allows the T-55 to have more accuracy when shooting on the move. It is incredible to say that a tank of more than 60 years is still fighting in the current modern scenarios for almost every Middle East country. Among other vehicles, the T-55 started to fight in 1954 for its previous version, and is fighting until today alongside its more modern successor, such as the T-72, T-80, T-90 and others, and also has an unbeatable record of more than 100,000 units produced, something that makes it sets it apart for tanks of its time. Today, we will not play in CQC with the T-55. On today's episode, we will see him in combat in his most used habitat, in the sands of the desert of the Sinai Peninsula. In today's episode on Sands of Sinai map, I'll be departing from spawn point 2 on square G6 with the T-55A of the Rhodesian Armored Corps. Leaving square G6, I will advance through squares F6, F5, E5, E4 and D4 to capture point B located in the center of the map, in square D4. After making sure that the hills located east of my position were in Allied possession and without threats of an enemy attack, I will move to square C5 and B5 where the most intense combat will start against my advance, the advance of my allies, and this is where the game will end. For this mission, I will bring 15 armor-piercing, fin-stabilized discarding disabled 3BM-25 for high-priority targets such as heavy tanks or MBTs, and 5 high-explosive anti-tank fin-stabilized 3BK-17K for light armored targets like light armored vehicles or SPAA. That's all for today's description. How about we start the action with this iconic tank? Enjoy!